So hopefully that at least showed you, how to pull off a good, solid, clean build order and how to develop your own. For making your own, I really highly recommend getting a practice partner, because what you can do is go take your buddy and go into a map, play a certain map in a certain matchup over and over and over again, and try to hack out all the different ways that there may be a hole in your build order somewhere that you might be vulnerable to something. You could practice that on ladder, but I feel like practicing versus a practice partner who knows what you're going to do and is going to try to break it every single time can really help you a lot. So ultimately, what is this build order good for? The build order is good for, lots of times it'll gear you towards a certain timing that will be good for you later in the game. And so what is timing? Timing is hard to define, but I would call it basically, it's an action that happens in the game at a certain time that allows you to maximize your own advantage and hopefully minimize whatever some advantage that your opponent may have. And timing can happen both on an attack, defense, or maybe if you're just expanding or something. So a good timing attack would be maybe a situation where you just got a certain important upgrade, and as soon as that upgrade hits, you want to go into battle. So it could be, as soon as you get stim, or as soon as you get Colossus range, or one of those upgrades that really changes the game a lot. Or it could be, there can be a timing to a defense as well, where say maybe that you may have scouted something and you see that there's banshees coming. So your timing defense would be getting out whatever you need to defend against that banshee, whether it's more queens or getting a overseer for the cloak. And then there could be kind of a expanding timing as well, which always a good time to expand is when you're about to attack. Because if you're going to make an attack, that means you're going to get map control, first of all, and hopefully you'll be able to do enough damage that they don't feel comfortable coming in and taking out your expansion or anything like that. So, I don't know, timing is really hard to talk about because it's one of those things that changes with every single game, and I don't want to give you like a specific timing because a patch could come along and it could change so many different things. So it's really, a lot of it comes down to game sense and scouting, and that's what you'll see from the really high level players, is they just have this, they just know in their head when is a good time to attack. So when you're practicing yourself, always try to think of a reason for when your attack's coming out and try to justify it with an upgrade or an expansion or something like that. So that pretty much wraps up what I want to talk about with the fundamentals. Really going on into the, I guess the micro and this latest fundamentals, talking about build orders and timing, are secondary to macro. I can't emphasize enough how important macro is. Macro is that thing that's going to get you basically 90% of the way into either platinum or diamond league. Even if your unit composition is not great, if you're just going like mass stalkers or something, if you can macro well and macro better than your opponent, that'll get you really far in the game. So I hope these were helpful to everyone. Be sure to just subscribe to me. The button, I don't know where the button is, just click it, it says subscribe, and leave me a comment either on my YouTube page or on this comment section for this video, and let me know what you want me to talk about. For my next videos, I'm going to be doing some more advanced things. I'm gonna stay more basic than what a lot of people are doing, but I am going to assume that you have decent concepts of macro, micro, scouting, and things like that. So subscribe to me, leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys next time.